Do you know what a polynomial really is? Is there any difference between polynomials and algebraic expressions? If you have ever struggled with the terms such as coefficients, monomials, degrees, etc., then this video is for you, where I will cover every basic point regarding polynomials. So let's start. So the first one is we will see what is the difference between expressions and polynomials. Let's start with expressions. Expressions are the combinations of variables, constants, and are fundamental mathematical operations such as plus, minus, multiply, divide, squares, square roots, etc. For example, if I write 3x square, it is an expression because I have a constant, I have a variable, and then I have a square. Another example, 4m square plus 3n square. It is also an expression because it's a combination of constants 4 and 3, variables m and n, and then some squares, and then both these terms are getting added. Similarly, if I have this is also an expression. Now, what is a polynomial? A polynomial is an expression only, is an algebraic expression. It is made up of the terms, which terms, whose variables have exponents as whole numbers. When I say whole numbers, it means I am talking of all the positive numbers along with 0. So what is the condition? That variable should have positive exponents. For example, 3x square. The variable x has the positive exponent 2. Take another example, 4y plus 2z square. The variables y and z have the positive exponents 1 and 2. 9x square minus 3x plus 2. Again a polynomial because the variable x has the positive exponents of 2 and here 1, and of course the constant term can be written as like this. So we have all the exponents as the positive whole numbers. But if I look clearly at these expressions and at these polynomials, don't they look the same? Then what is the difference between expressions and polynomials? Are they same or they are different? They are different. They are not same because if I write 5 over x plus 3, it is an algebraic expression because it is the combination of the constants 5, 3, variable x, and then division and addition. But it is not a polynomial. Why it's not a polynomial? Because I can write this expression as 5x to the exponent minus 1 plus 3. How did I get this? Here the exponent of x is 1. When I will shift this x in the, of denominator to the numerator, the exponent 1 will get negative. It will become negative. Now, if you look at this expression, the variable x has the negative exponent. But what is the condition for polynomials? The variable should have the exponents as whole numbers, means positive numbers. But here, the exponent of the variable x is negative. So, this is not a polynomial. Let's take few more examples. If I write x to the exponent 1/4 plus 3y, the exponent of x in this case is fractional. I just want the whole numbers as the exponents. No fractions, no negatives, no decimals. So this is again not a polynomial. Is this an expression? It is an expression. If I write 3y to the exponent 0.5 minus 7, is this a polynomial? It's not a polynomial because this is a decimal exponent. I can write this decimal exponent as 0.5 is actually 1/2 minus 7. So my exponent is fraction. So it is again not a polynomial. So that is the difference between expressions and polynomials. In the polynomials, the exponent should be the positive whole numbers. Now, terms, coefficients and degree of the polynomial. The terms in any polynomial are separated by plus and minus sign. For example, if I write 3x square plus 2x minus 6, there are three terms in this polynomial. And as I wrote in the above line, the terms are separated by plus and minus sign. So, my first term is 3x square separated by plus sign, the next term 2x separated by minus sign, the next term 6. So, it has three terms, namely 3x square, 2x and negative 6. Don't forget to take the sign with the term. 3x square and 2x are positive. So, of course, if nothing is there, it means it is positive. But if it is negative, I need to put the negative sign. Now, what is the confusion? Often students write that it has 5 terms. Which 5 terms? 3, then x square, then 2, then x and then minus 6. No, 3 and x square are being basically multiplied. So, there are only 3 terms which are separated by plus and minus sign, not 5 terms. These are the terms. What are the coefficients? If I look at these terms, the number which is coming in front of the variable, the constant number which comes with the variable is called the coefficient. So, the coefficient of x square is, the coefficient of x square is 3. What is the coefficient of x? It's 2. Let me write one more polynomial for you. Negative 6x cube plus 3x square minus 4x plus 2. How many terms are there? There are 4 terms. Which one? Negative 6x cube, 3x square, negative 4x and 2. And what are their respective coefficients? The coefficients of x cube is minus 6. The coefficient of x square is 3. The coefficient of x is negative 4 and 2 is as such a constant term. Next thing, degree. The degree is the highest exponent of the variable. So look for the variable and look for their exponent. The highest exponent is called the degree of the polynomial. So let's look at this one. What is the highest exponent? It's 2. Over here it is 1. And 6 can be written as 6x to the exponent 0. So what is the degree of this polynomial? 2. What is the degree of this polynomial? 3, 2, 1 and 2 is the constant term with the exponent x 0. So the degree is 3. So look for the variable and then look for the highest exponent or the greatest exponent, and that is the degree of the polynomial. Now let's look at these questions. So 4x cube minus 7x plus 2. What is the degree in this case? Look at the variable x. 3. What is here? 1 and 2 is a constant term. So the degree of this polynomial is 3. What about this one? Negative 9y minus 7. The variable is y and the exponent is 1. So the degree is 1. 7mn. Two variables. M has the exponent 1, n has the exponent 1. So the degree is 1 plus 1, 2. So when we have two different variables, we add the exponents to get the degree. 10. 10 can be written as this. So the degree of this constant polynomial is 0. Classifying polynomials. Polynomials can be classified based on either the number of terms or on the degree of the polynomial. So let's look for number of terms. So the polynomials with one term, two term and three term, they have special names. Polynomial with one term is called as monomial. Mono means one. So for example, 6a, 4m square, negative 3. They all are one term. I cannot see two terms. So these are monomials. Polynomial with two term is called as binomial. Bi means two. For example, negative 3y plus 4z. Look, two terms. Which one? This one, negative 3y and 4z. Two terms. 8a minus 9. 8a and negative 9. Two terms. So they are binomials. Trinomials. What are trinomials? The polynomial with three terms is trinomial. Tri means three. So, few of the examples are 4x square minus 5x plus 3. Three terms. This 4x square, negative 5x, 3. 6x square plus 2x minus 4. Three terms. Trinomial. Now, this was the classification of polynomials based on the number of terms. But we classify the polynomials based on the degree as well. So if the degree of the polynomial is 0, then that polynomial is called as constant polynomial. Why so? Because any constant number, for example, 10. 10 can be written as 10x to the exponent 0. But why it can be written as that? Because x to the power 0 is 1 and 10 times 1 is back to 10. So the degree of any constant polynomial is 0. So if I write negative 9, this is also a constant polynomial and the degree is 0. If the degree is 1, then that type of polynomial is called as linear polynomial. For example, 6y minus 3, the degree is 1. Negative 4m plus 6, the degree is 1. If the degree of the polynomial is 2, it's called as quadratic polynomial. For example, 3y square plus 4y minus 7, the degree is 2. Here the exponent is 1, so the highest exponent is 2, so the degree is 2. 7y square minus 2. The degree, highest exponent is 2, so the degree is 2. If the degree of the polynomial is 3, it's called as cubic polynomial. So the highest exponent in the cubic polynomial is 3. For example, 4a cube minus 3a square plus 2a minus 9. Highest exponent 3. Even if I write 100a cube, it's also a cubic polynomial. It's a monomial, just one term. But what is the degree? What is the highest exponent? 3. So this is a cubic polynomial. And then we have degree 4, degree 5, degree 6 polynomials, which have no as such special name. Sometimes we call degree 4 polynomial as quartic polynomial, but these degree 0, 1, 2, 3 have these special names which are more prevalent in the books. So this is the classification based on the degree and this is the classification based on the number of terms. Like and unlike terms. Like terms are those terms which have the same variable and same exponent. So variable and exponent part should be same. For example, 4x square, 5x square. 4 and 5 are the coefficients. They can be different. It can be plus 4, it can be negative 5. No, doesn't matter. We are not bothered with the coefficients. We need to check if the variable part is same or not. Variable x, exponent, exponent 2, exponent 2. Negative 5y, negative 7y. Negative 5, negative 7, it's okay. They can be different. But y and y with the exponent 1 is same. So, they are like terms. A square, 3a square. Again, like terms. The variable and the exponent part is exactly same. So, what are unlike terms? Unlike terms are those terms which have different variables or different exponents. Like if they are different, they are unlike. For example, 3n and 3m. 3 and 3 is same, but we are not looking at 3. We are looking at variable part n, m. They are different, they are unlike. Y square, x square. Different variables, even if the exponents are same, doesn't matter. The variables are different, so this makes them unlike. Negative 4a, negative 4b. Different variable, here a, here b, so they are unlike terms. Standard form of the polynomial. Standard form of the polynomial is when we write the terms of the polynomial in the decreasing or descending in decreasing order of exponents. What do you mean by that? It means the highest exponent is written first, the highest exponent term is written first, followed by the smaller exponents. For example, 3k square plus 4k minus 1. This is a standard form of the polynomial because the highest exponent 2. This term is written by is first, followed by the term with the exponent 1, followed by the constant term, of course, whose exponent is 0. If I write 2a minus 4a cube plus 6 minus 3a square, is it the standard form of the polynomial? No, because here the exponent is 1, then 3, then exponent is 0 and then 2. They are not following the decreasing order. How can I write it in the standard form? The highest exponent is this. So, let's write this first term in the beginning, negative 4a cube, then negative, which exponent term will be there? 3a square, and then we will write plus 2a, and then I will write the constant term 6, whose exponent is actually 0. Now see 3, 2, 1, 0. So, in the standard form, the highest exponent term is written first, followed by the smaller exponents term. This was everything about polynomial basics. Let's fill in this table to have a quick recap of what we have learned so far in this video. So the first polynomial is 6m square plus 2m minus 3, which is the variable in this polynomial. It's m. How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 terms. And which are those terms? 6m square, 2m and negative 3. What is the degree of this polynomial? Which is the highest exponent? It's 2. So the degree is 2. What type of polynomial is this? It's a quadratic polynomial because the degree of the polynomial is 2. So it's a quadratic. And also you can say that there are 3 terms. So it's a trinomial too. Is this polynomial in the standard form? Yes, it is in the standard form because the highest exponent term is written in the beginning and then followed by the smaller exponent terms. Negative 100. What is the variable here? Nothing. It's a constant term. Number of terms, just 1. Degree, 0. Why? Because the degree of the constant polynomial is 0. Type of polynomial, this is called as constant polynomial. Is it in a standard form? Of course, yes, just one term. Yes. 35 minus 4a cube. The variable is a. How many terms are there? 2. Which ones? 35 and negative 4a cube. The degree of this polynomial is 3. So, what type of polynomial is this? The degree is 3, so it's a cubic polynomial. And since there are just 2 terms, so it's a binomial too. Is it in a standard form? No. So let's write it in the standard form. We will be writing negative 4a cube first, followed by the constant term 35. 12 minus 6x square plus 7x4 minus 3x cube. Variable x. How many terms? 4. Which ones? 12, negative 6x square, 7x to the exponent 4, and negative 3x cube. What is the degree? It's a 4. What type of polynomial is this? It's a 4-term polynomial and 4-degree polynomial, and sometimes it's called as quartic polynomial. Is it in a standard form? No. So let's write it in the standard form. 7x4, the highest exponent term first, followed by negative 3x cube, then x square term, and in the last we have the exponent. So I hope this made polynomial basics easy to understand. Like, share and subscribe to my channel for many more such useful math videos. Comment below if you would like me to make a video or explanation on some specific topic. Good luck for your studies. See you in the next one. Bye.